Double Down University. I'm back with you guys with another college basketball prize picks video. And today I have two props on the early slate of games. The first one being Jacoby Gillespie over 16.5 points and assists, as well as Khalil Brantley under 13.5 points and rebounds. So let's get into it. Let's start off with Kobe Gillespie. So in this spot, Kobe Gillespie goes up against a Villanova team that is slow pace and they give up a lot of 3-point attempts. As well as you can see here. So when Maryland is shooting, Villanova gives up 24 3-point attempts and they attempt 25. So this is a really good spot for Gillespie because he shoots majority of his shots from 3-point range. As he shoots 52% of his shots from 3-point range, he makes 27% of those. He's also really efficient around the rim, shoots 33% of his shots around the rim. He makes 85% of those. And then mid-range, he shoots 14% of his shots mid-range, and he makes 66% of those. And he's a really good free throw shooter. Now, granted, he doesn't really draw a lot of fouls to get to the free throw line because he averages around like 1 or 2 free throw makes a game. But I just think this is a really, really good spot with him, especially from an assist perspective as well, as Villanova is 251st in the country at allowing opponents to get 14 assists against them. And Maryland does a really good job of being able to create assists. They average 13 assists per game. But one thing that I like to look at is just, well, for a personal foul standpoint, he doesn't foul, and he gets pretty much a large majority of the minutes. So I did minutes and I did personal fouls just to see, I don't want him to take himself out of the game getting too early fouls and being able to sit on the bench, and that kind of will kill his line. As well as, let's see, what did we do for him? Assist percentage. So I like to look at assist percentage because it shows me how many percentage of the team's assists are you accounting for. And as you can see here, he has a 21% assist percentage, which is highest on the team. And then he also averages the most field goal attempts per game on the team. As you can see here, he averages around 10 shots per game, in 24 minutes per game. And then, like I said, a lot of his points are coming from three-pointers. As you can see here, 44% of his shots come from the three ball. So he can spread it around. He can shoot mid-range. He can shoot around the rim. And then also, like I said, it's an assist boost. And then both teams don't foul a lot. One thing I've noticed in college basketball just over the first couple weeks, because I like to, when I pick players and stuff like that, I like to learn about, just different scenarios. So one thing that I picked up so far this year is to take assists under on teams that foul a lot, because most of the time when you're in a bonus, that's going to lead to easy free throw attempts, and it's going to mitigate the assists, because unless you make a perfect pass for a layup and then he gets fouled, or a perfect pass for a three and he gets fouled, or a jumper, vice versa. So, assists under for players that pretty much face teams that get in a bunch of foul trouble. Now, granted, in this spot, Villanova doesn't foul a lot, as well as Maryland doesn't foul a lot. So they will have to earn it to get to the free throw line. Like I said here, Maryland is 31st in the country in a free throw attempt rate, and then Villanova is 42nd in the country at not allowing opponents to score off of just easy points as via free throws. So I like this spot a lot for Jacoby Gillespie. In the two matchups that he has pretty good success against, so in Manhattan as well as Canisius, if that's how you say it. This matchup is the best matchup that he's had all season from an assist perspective, as well as a 3-point percentage allowed, as Villanova allow opponents to shoot 38% from the 3-point line, and they allow 14 assists per game. So, like I said, he's the highest assist rate on the team, as well as he shoots majority of his shots from 3-point range. We just need something to knock down a couple threes. And this game should be fairly close, so it can lead to late game fouling. And like I stated in previous videos, if it comes down to late game foulings, they're going to foul the guards as opposed to fouling the bigs. So he can get a free throw boost as well. And he's a good free throw shooter. So I like his points and assists against Villanova. Moving forward to Mr. Khalil Brantley. For him, I've watched his career over the years, especially at LaSalle. I'm a Philly guy. I like all the Philly teams. So, long story short, watched him at LaSalle. Doesn't really get too many rebounds. He's more so like a long rebound type of guy, especially being a guard. But so far this year, he's only went over this line once. And one time he came close, which is like 13 and a half, I want to say, or 13. He had 8 points and 5 rebounds. So what I did was I put all of the teams that he's faced into a scatter plot along with their today's opponent, which happens to be Nevada, and this is his toughest matchup so far against any team. So what I did was I put on a scatter plot field goal percentage against, because that is key, as well as defensive rebounds against, because that is key as well, especially because we got points and rebounds. And this is his toughest matchup. As you can see, they only allow 20 defensive rebounds per game, and then they also allow opponents to shoot 39% from the floor. And then to take it a step further, we're going to dig deeper into their stats. So Nevada against Oklahoma State, they allow an effective field goal percentage of only 44%, and Oklahoma only has a 49% effective field goal percentage. And if you guys watch my last video, I talked about it with Matthew Cleveland's rebounds. Oklahoma State is horrible at shooting the ball for stretches in every game, seems like. And they're just not efficient scoring. Like they don't make 2 point percentage shots at a high clip, only 46%. Nevada should neutralize that, as they only allow opponents to shoot 44% from the 2 point range, as well as they only allow opponents to shoot 29% from 3 point range as well. So I really, really like them in this spot. And then also, he's just not an efficient scorer, Brantley, as he takes 40% of his shots around the rim, and he only makes 25% of his layups that he attempts out of that 40%. And then from 2 point range, he takes 30% of his shots as 2 point jumpers, and he only makes 33% of those. He takes 30% of his shots from three, and he only makes 33% of those. So he's just not an efficient scorer, especially going up against a team that limits teams, especially in the paint and 2 point range. And he's, like I said, he's not a great 3 point shooter as well. So I just think he struggles in this spot. And then he also had he had some foul issues the last couple games with 4 and 3. And then he fouled out his last game against Miami with 5 fouls. And he only managed to get 8 points and 2 rebounds. So I like his under in this spot as well. So those are my two, and I'll go over them again for you guys. So I have Jacoby Gillespie over 16.5 points and assists, as well as Khalil Brantley under 13.5 points and rebounds. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.